I have previously described this idea of having a self-critic or inner critic. Many of us have this inner voice and narrative. It typically develops in our childhood. Oftentimes, things we are told or overhear from others or receive as social messages from society, culture, communities become the voice and beliefs of our inner critic. Well, if we want to change something in our life, first we have to know what it is, how it impacts us, how we relate to it, and basically understand and see it as something separate from ourselves. So this video is all about facilitating your introspection and reflection about your own inner critic. I will ask you a number of questions to prompt your own reflection to help you to get to know your inner critic so that you can change the relationship to it and hopefully limit the negative impact it has on your life. Here are some questions. What are the specific words or phrases it uses most often? For instance, maybe it speaks generally, such as saying, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do that. What are the physical sensations you notice in your body when the inner critic is active? Perhaps tension in the shoulders or jaw, sinking feeling in the stomach, weakness in the limbs. What does this part believe about your worth, abilities, or lovability? Does it believe you are unlovable? If so, why? What would happen if you didn't engage with the inner critic for a little while? What are your fears about that? Perhaps you're afraid of losing motivation or drive to get things done. If that's so, what makes fear-driven motivation so important? Are there other ways you feel motivated? Even though it feels harsh, could there be something it's trying to help you achieve or avoid? Is it trying to protect you from something? Maybe unhelpful nowadays, but could it have been trying to protect you from something like rejection when you were younger? Can't you picture this inner critic as a separate entity? Perhaps a specific person, creature, or even a shape or color? What does it look like? Where does it sit or stand in relation to you? I know for me, mine is like a dark cloud, ominous type of thing that sits to the top right of my head, always looking down at me. If this inner critic had its own voice, what would it sound like? What would its tone be? Does it speak loudly? Does it sound aggressive or calm? Can you imagine having a conversation with this inner critic as if it were someone else? What would you say to it? What would it say back? Last question. Could you try writing down what the inner critic says in the second person? For example, you're so stupid, rather than in the first person, I'm so stupid. How might that change its impact on you? Take some time to think about the answers to these questions. I encourage you to write them down as well, as this will help you remember these reflections and ideas. I will be releasing a handout with more of these types of questions for free on my website soon, and so I'll keep you posted about this. All the best with the reflections, and thank you for listening.